Do you ever forget to stand up ever so once in a while, stretch, etc.? Well, now you don't have to remember. Thanks to Moova, which is MOOVA, just reminds you to move, stretch, and gives you science-backed exercises to help you to do so. I am so grateful that it takes one thing off of my mental plate to do. Go check them out in the links below and use the code JC15, that is J as in Juliet and C as in Charlie, and the number 15 to get 15% off on a pay plan. Thanks to our sponsor, this episode of Crazy Fitness Guy Healthy Living Podcast was created using Podcastle. Podcastle is truly the easiest way to start your podcast. You can record remote interviews in studio quality sound. Editing is a breeze with a super intuitive and user-friendly audio editor. You can take advantage of their powerful AI tools like Magic Dust to optimize audio levels and remove background noise with just a single click. And I also use Podcastle to automatically transcribe my episodes, which not only lets me share the final transcript with all of you, my listeners, on different channels, but it even allows me to use their text editor to clean up any of the episode content I don't like, and I'll correspondingly edit the audio accordingly. Podcastle is amazing, all-in-one platform to create your podcast or any audio and video content. Give it a try at podcastle.ai. That is podcastle.ai. Did you know Crazy Fitness Guy is not backed by any corporate company and is just a one-person show? Well, there's this term around the podcasting community called indie podcasters. I'm an independent podcast creator, so because I'm not backed by a huge big corporate company, well, if I run out of money and everything else, Crazy Fitness Guy would no longer exist. No website, no podcast, no nothing. If you want to help support the show and keep our lights on, consider becoming a premium podcast member of Crazy Fitness Guy's premium podcast. You get behind-the-scenes access, early access to shows, private Discord server, and premium Discord roles, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Plans start at $3.99 a month or $30 a year.
Get ready to unleash your inner awesomeness with the Crazy Fitness Guy Show. Hosted by Jimmy Clare, renowned professional keynote speaker, podcaster, and autism advocate. This show is all about embracing what makes us unique. Join Jimmy as he shares inspiring stories, experiences, and expertise to motivate and educate. Make sure you follow our show so you never miss a brand new episode. Now let's dive into the show.
So as you already said, my name is Vanchel Sandik. I am a freelance author, writing brand strategist, and an author for my business Pathway Coach Writing. My niche is in public health. I'm currently pursuing a doctorate in public health leadership, and really focusing on behavioral health, services, at least the access of it, to people. But in terms of how I got started with my business, it actually, I have to harken back to when I was during my college days, when people would ask me for content feedback, on their essays. And I sort of, at the time, was doing this as a hobby. And then it was not until like some years later when I started my own blog post when I was serving in the Peace Corps, that I said to myself, maybe this is something that I could look into, like as a potential business idea. But I didn't take it too seriously until one of my friends told me that I should, after giving her some feedback on her white paper, that I should definitely create a business out of this. And I think that, looking back on this now in 2024, Pathway Coach Writing, could have started maybe in the early early 2010 or 2011. But again, I didn't see people I was not exposed to people who had successful writing businesses. And so I didn't know what that looked like. And so that's how I got started in the business. And then also it was out of this inner curiosity, to be part of this movement of making sure that I saw people like myself in the writing editing industry. And then as someone who has lived in a different country, I was born in the States, but I grew up in Haiti. When I was going to school, like, I just thought that it's always good to read books, from people who come from your own country. And so that's what I bring to the table. Like, I work with different clients. And I love the fact that you have autism parenting, because like, I'm a huge proponent of always figuring out who's always left behind, right? Like, in any conversation, who's included and who's excluded. And so I want to be part of the movement of making everyone feel included, when they're writing their stories or on any of their writing materials.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Crazy Fitness Guy Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave us a review so more people can find us. In the meantime, use the links in the show notes to subscribe to our monthly newsletter, shop for swag, read blog posts, watch videos, and listen to the latest episodes. In the meantime, visit CrazyFitnessGuy.com to see what we are up to in between episodes. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay motivated.
Hydro Flask is the best water bottle in my opinion, because it keeps my water nice, cold, and refreshing throughout the day. And yes, I do drink a lot of water throughout the day, so even though it stays colder for longer, I still like having a reusable water bottle like Hydro Flask, because it just sits on my desk and reminds me, hey, you gotta drink water. And Hydro Flask, it keeps it cold longer, which makes me want to drink more water throughout the day, because there's nothing worse than drinking warm water. Go to hydroflask.com and use the link in the show notes. And yes, I do get a small commission from Hydro Flask, which also helps support the show. So tell them I sent you. Use the link below. And check out hydroflask.com for more information.